Hi there, we're here with Jim Lowe today, and we're here to talk about his collaboration with Elsa, and all the wonderful things they've been doing together. So before we get on to Elsa, let's have a little talk to Jim about his career and how it all came about for him being an engineer, a mixer, and a producer. So, Jim, could you tell us a little bit about how it all started for you?
It started when I was probably about, I was a young kid, 10 years old. I loved playing music, had a guitar in my hand, probably even before that. So I enjoyed just playing music. Then I moved on to piano, then I could hit a drum kit. And I had all these things around me growing up. And then I wanted to get into the industry, and I sort of managed to get a job in a studio, a great studio in London.
And what
Uh,
studio was that?
it was a place called Nomis
Oh,
Studios,
wow, yeah.
which is now closed, like many others.
Mm.
And it was a fantastic studio. They had a lot of great artists coming in and out, and I really kind of cut my teeth there, really, working with some really lovely people and great talents.
And so you started off as an assistant there,
I was
an
like an
engineer.
assistant in the studio, and then opportunities came up to engineer bands, little sessions through the night, and so I combine my own musical ability and my technical ability, stuck the two together, and just ploughing away from one year after another, formed into becoming sort of a producer. I knew how to get the sounds, I knew how to talk to the musicians, and then dial them in on the desk, and that was my kind of that's what's made my kind of skill set, from then until now.
Right, great. Sounds amazing that you could do all those things together. Really fantastic. So could you tell us a little bit about your collaborations with sort of all sorts of artists? I mean, working at that studio, you must have seen so many artists coming in and out of there. Did you get to work with any of them or?
Yeah, a lot, lots of different artists from being an assistant, working with legends such as, Jimmy Page or Robert
Wow.
Plant and The Who, and all those great
Wow,
rock
all the big
legends.
names.
I did a fantastic album there as an assistant engineer, working with Randy Crawford, legendary soul singer.
Yeah.
I then hit opportunities to actually engineer and work with people like Beyonce when she was in Destiny's
Wow, what a
Child,
voice. Amazing.
which is fantastic. Very,
Yeah.
very great moments, Um, and then that led on to all sorts of bands, and somehow all roads led me to working with Stereophonics, which took me on a 25-year journey,
Wow, a great
uh,
band. Yeah.
comprising of 7 albums, 5 number 1 albums, and along the way, intervals of working with them. I was working with other artists, mixing.
Mm.
Did a fantastic album with Herbie Hancock, 2010, which I got a Grammy for.
Wow, that's quite different, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah, it
it's
was a great
different kind
album
of music.
called the Imagine Project, and did Abbey Road.
Great.
Herbie on piano, Jeff Beck on guitar.
Mm.
So again, to work with fantastic musicians has always been, something that all producers would want to do, and
Mm.
you kind of look for those qualities in new artists as well.
Yeah, so that leads us on to quite nicely. It leads us on to Elsa and your collaboration with her. So tell us how it all started with you and Elsa.
Well, I got sent some demos. My management got sent some demos. Z Management, Zeta and Alex at Z Management, who are always, fantastic at sourcing out new material and new artists, and then getting it on to the producers such as myself. So Elsa's project came in, and I heard some demos that she did, and I thought, actually I've got a couple of ideas that could work well here with Elsa. So we ended up doing a song. We've done one song called "I Will Only Die Twice," which that became the title, which was quite a Bondy title, and it kind of went hand in hand with a musical backdrop that I'd created, which had strings, and it was very dramatic because I felt her voice was had a good dynamic range, and it was quite theatrical and dramatic, and I could see that that's what she wanted from the music. You know, so I did this. She liked the track, formed the lyrics, and then we went into a studio in London. She did the vocals, so it all it's been kind of happening over the last couple of years, and it finally formulated, earlier this year, to becoming, an enjoyable collaboration.
Great. So tell us a little bit about how it was to record Elsa actually in the studio. I mean, you'd heard her just on some demos, and then finally you're in the studio actually recording her voice. What was it like to record her?
Yeah, it was, in a way it's much easier to, you hear people sending demos in, but when you can actually be with them in person and, help and work together and put the microphone in front of them and then it all just becomes much better and just more real. And she was very, very good to work with. I felt her dynamic range was fantastic. Similar to Kelly, quite a slightly gravelly low end. And in the track we did, it was like quite low through the verses, and then it escalated really high where her voice goes really smooth in the choruses. So there's no limit really with her dynamic range. So it would be fantastic to sort of see, hopefully, if we do more tracks, I can carry on with the strings and, create this interesting soundscape for her, and let's just see where it goes. That would be fun.
We've got one last cheeky question for you here, Jim. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm always ready.
So here we go. Your house containing all your belongings is on fire. After saving your family, of course, and your pets, if you have any. Do you have any? Got any pets?
Well, my children behave like pets.
Doesn't count. You have the time to safely retrieve only one thing. What would it be and why?
Well, I'm going to apply the aeroplane scenario. Like they always say, put your own oxygen mask on first.
So save yourself.
I think I'll just save myself first. Or is that too selfish?
Okay, well, thank you very much, Jim. Thanks for being here and answering all our questions. And we look forward to all the wonderful music you're going to be making with Elsa. Thank you very much.
No problem. Thank you.